So what are you even gonna do?
I don't know. We could just chill. Just chill and hang.
Yeah, but we gotta shoot something.
We could film that trick I always do.
Which one?
You know, the one where I levitate and kind of go up in the sky.
Oh, you mean that dumb little trick that you do? You just take your shoe off and you go to the side, you show your little butt? That one?
It's not a trick anymore, man. I can actually do it. Really? Yeah, so don't make fun of it.
Okay, go, show me.
You did it, Joel! You did it!
Welcome back to another episode of SoulPrimos. My name is Melvin Diaz.
I'm Joe Romero.
Okay, all right, it's good energy.
Douche.
Yeah, and before we get started, we just entered into the new month of June.
Oh, yes.
And you know what that means?
Yes.
We don't have enough money to pay rent.
Oh!
No, but also June is Gay Pride Month. Yes. Shout out to all the gay homies out there, dude. We love you all very much.
Yes.
And we hope that you guys party all month, baby. And there's like restaurants that have like discounts for the LGBTQ community.
Yes,
and
man.
I'm really jealous.
Yeah, because we don't get discounts.
We don't get discounts.
But I think we don't have to deal with a lot of stuff that they might have to deal with.
Then there's actually, you're 100% right.
Yes.
And then I was reading online about a restaurant in the Midwest. You know the Midwest, how they be. That they're giving discounts to their straight customers.
Oh!
Out of spite.
Oh!
For the Pride Month. So like a straight person gets 15% off their drinks at the bar.
Okay, so...
And I thought that was disgusting. I was like, bro, just let the LGBTQ community have their time, have their joy, have their pride. But also, where's this bar?
That's what I was about to say. I was like, if you were in the Midwest and you were at that bar and they told you, hey man, you straight? Thank God.
Yeah.
35% off. Would you take the discount?
Yes,
or no?
I would, but I would also be curious to how they would check.
Yeah, because
the bartender was like, yo, are you one of them queers? As he's unbuttoning his shirt?
Yeah.
And then if you're like, no, it's like, all right, 35% up. But you're like, what if you're gay and act like you're straight?
Yeah.
Just for the discount, you'd be like, nah.
Look, you can't. For you, it's kind of easy to tell that you're not gay.
What? I think that's offensive.
No. Actually, no. I don't.
No. Go ahead.
No. Because gay people are really nice people, and they're sweet, and they're sweet to me. Intelligent. They're sweet to me. They've been nice
creative,
to me.
yes.
But you, just by your how you
my demeanor.
Yeah, your demeanor is very. Not that gay people aren't intense and can be violent and hostile, but that's what you usually are, right?
Yeah,
and all the gay people that I've met in my life have been very beautiful, tender, have been kind to me, sweet to me, listen to me. Some of the best listeners are gay people, man.
Oh yeah.
There's this guy in my city, dude.
Yeah.
He's like the gay guy out here, right? He can't drive, so he doesn't really go
He's
anywhere.
like the token gay person.
Yes. So he knows everybody's drama. He knows everybody's business. He's the guy that when you break up with your girlfriend, you break up with your boyfriend, yada, yada, yada. You go to his house, you drink in his fucking little table, and then you vent everything, right? You vent about everything. Then, he gets weird because, like, you drink and then you get fucked up and he takes pictures of you and you get fucked up. And he shows other people. He's one of those people. He has, like, a library of people drunk. But this is some of the best listeners I've ever experienced in my life. Because sometimes with straight males, like yourself, cut to you, right?
Okay.
You. I think the problem that people like you have is that you don't listen. You wait for the other person to stop talking.
Yes! Shut the fuck up, bro.
Yes.
I know you're doing a bit.
Is it a bit? Is it a bit? It's a bit of truth in every bit.
Yeah. You're saying that I hear you, but I'm not listening.
Yeah, similar, but not the same. This is what I always tell my students. Within every bit.
Bro, you can't just call random children on the street your students, bro. You can't do that.
I tell my students, my class, whatever. Within every bit is a bit of truth.
Oh!
Am I spitting or
Dude, you're full of spit. Yeah, you're full of shit.
No, it's true though. Like I've noticed that when straight males, you talk to them, they do a lot of the head bob. And they do that too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
for sure. And then after you're done, you're waiting for like a response, or maybe no response is sometimes the best thing to say. But they always, change the topic and they make it about them.
There has been a lot of discourse online recently because there's this tweet that went viral where it's like, man, I'm a straight guy and I'm just feeling really malnourished in my male friendships. Like I just like talked to one of my friends of 15 years and I'm having a full breakdown in front of him, and all he does is just ask me what topping on the pizza do I want.
Yeah.
And I was just like, a lot of people were like, oh my God, white men, white men. I think he was white, but men are, just talking shit about men. And then other people are like, no, that's his form of love. It's just like, bro, if I would love, like, that's like the purest thing you could ask someone is like, while you're having a nervous breakdown, be like, what pizza do you want? I'm going to get you a pizza. And I don't know. I feel like, what? I feel like that's like how maybe that person showed love. You know what I'm saying? And also I thought about my male friends and I'm like, bro, if I'm fucking crying and having a nervous breakdown, they're not just going to ask me if I want pizza. They might ask me if I want beer.
Yeah, beer.
But I feel like all of us, like we I'm thinking of all my male friends, like they'll stop. I know you'll stop what you're doing and fucking listen to me.
Yeah,
and try to give me advice, even though your advice most of the time is just like just go to the gym. You always just say go to the gym. just go to the gym.
Have you tried working out, dude? Because see, that's the problem, man. A pizza. You want pepperoni? That's toxic masculinity, right?
I think I would like that.
But that guy can't access his emotions. He can't let his guard down to be vulnerable. It might make him so uncomfortable that his homie's crying in front of him. And it might make him shut down to the point where he just gets primal. He just, food, pizza. You want? He doesn't know what to do. Yeah. If I saw a guy crying next to me, like a homie, I'd be like, hey, come over here.
Sit
over here, right? And he lays his head on my lap. And he's like this. I just feel like it. I'm like this. And then I just choke him and kill him.
And then, once he's dead, you take pictures of him. Like your other homie. You take pictures.
They call me the BTJ killer.
BT. Bind, torture, and Joel.
That was stupid. We'll cut this part out.
Yeah. But yeah, man, shout out, because we know we have a lot of gay primos out there and primas. And we love you guys very dearly. And we've met some of you guys already at our old live shows. Yeah. And, dude, man, just know that you have a home here at SoulPrimos. You are our cousins. And yes. And I hope you fucking turn up this month.
Yes. And I just want to say one more thing. This SoulPrimos community that we're building may not look like a house.
More like an apartment complex.
Yes. And it may not be your house, or it might not look like a house, but it definitely is a home.
Oh! You lost yourself. You're like, wait, it's not a house. It's not a house. It's like more than a house. It looks ugly, but it's a home.
It's a home. That's what we're trying to say. Yes. And also, let's stay in here a little bit. I've been to gay bars, and you've been to gay bars many times. Yeah. Horny people.
Yes.
Horny people. They like to fuck a little bit.
Gay gentlemen are rather horny, but that's cool, dude. Guys are horny. Yeah. It's just it's they're just. I feel like all men are equally horny. It's just the straight men and the gay LGBTQ men, we just show it differently. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like with women. All women are horny too. Yeah. They just show they're classier about it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what I like about I feel like if I was gay, dude, I'd be like, I think every guy says this. Yeah. Like if they're gay, they'd probably be a hoe and shit. You know? Oh yeah.
I remember I have this. I have two close friends. They're older than me, but they met me when I was like 10 years old because they were good friends with my older sister. That's 4 years older than me. So they were always older than me, and I've known them for almost 2 decades now, and I love them dearly. And they got married, and it was cool and everything, and unfortunately one of them cheated on the other partner, right? And everyone was distraught. Our entire friend group was like, "Oh my God, it's terrible when that happens to two people that you care about." You know what I mean?
Yes,
right. And yes. And then in the back of my head, I didn't want to say what I really thought. And I was just like, don't most gay men cheat?
Yeah.
In my head, I was like, I thought they had an open relationship. Yeah. I've seen them interact in public.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like an exclusive relationship doesn't act like that. And I'm like, I don't want to say that because that might come off a little disrespectful or maybe even homophobic or just stereotype. You know, I'm succumbing to the stereotypes. And then our other gay friends like, motherfucker, we all cheat. And I was just like, yeah, Randy, tell him. Yeah, that's what I thought. And Randy was like, yes, tell so-and-so to just like man up and just accept it. Wow. This is 2024, baby. And I was just like, thank you, Randy. Thank you. Because that's what I thought too, but I was too afraid to say anything.
Yeah. I couldn't be gay then. That would hurt me too much.
Yeah, that would hurt my feelings too much.
If I was with a man and then we had mutual friends and they're all like, yeah, I fucked them. We all fucked them. Get over it, baby.
I'd be like, what?
What do you mean? Yeah, come in his ass, came in his mouth, you suck my dick. Get over it, baby.
Man up.
I'd be fucking distraught, man.
I would murder everything.
I'd be on the floor like naked in a fetal position.
No! That's my baby.
Why, Gwen?
Oh
Why?
Yes.
Why? It'd be painful, man.
Yeah, you said you said your rhetorical gay husband's name Quinn.
Gwen. Gwen. Yes. What's yours?
If I rhetorical gay husband, imaginary gay husband, his name would probably be Richard.
Richard.
Yeah.
Richard seems like a blue collar worker, a guy that works with the hands,
a manly man
that has calluses on his hands.
He's
shit.
not really, you know. I mean, like I always say this: like if I was gay, I would be like I would want the guy that I would want to be like, man, I'm fucking cold, and I would want a bigger guy than me to just take his jacket off and put it over me, and I'd be like, oh my god. Because I've never experienced that. I've always been the guy that's like, oh yeah, take my jacket. Yeah. But I'm like, I wonder how it feels just to have a big motherfucker just take care of me like that. I feel like that'd be awesome.
You'd be stupid about it. You'd be like, I'm cold, but like right here, right around my dick. And then he'd be like, oh, okay. And then he'd be like, ooh, feel a lot better now. Yeah. Feel a lot better now.
Feel a lot warmer now, bitch. Get over there.
Like, so you need a guy that's like 7'5", like Yao Ming.
Yeah, I would need like a Shaq.
Like a foreign.
Like a Shaq or like a... I was gonna say Dwight Howard, but there's rumors, there's allegations.
But that would be perfect.
Yeah, that would be perfect. Yeah, or like a Jokic, a Joker. You know what I mean? A Nikola Jokic,
a really tall individual, strong, athletic, that can do a couple rounds.
Rich.
Rinch probably has Rinch probably has like paint on his pants sometimes.
Oh yeah, Richard. Yeah, he definitely. I'll be in the kitchen. I'll be like, bro, these cupboards, the door keeps coming off the hinges. Yeah. He's like, I'll take care of it this weekend.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, yeah, he will.
And he walks by you, he slaps you in the ass.
All right.
You like that shit? You're fucking gay, man. You're gay.
No, bro, no. Yes, look, I'm just saying if I were.
I'm just saying
if I were.
Why are you daydreaming them, dude?
Yeah, but we're like, and like he's like,
dude, you slapped your little ass, bro. Your kill ass, man.
What about you? What would your imaginary man?
Well, first of all,
what would
I would be the dominant figure. I want to be some
what would his name be? What would his name be?
You're fucking gay. I want to be held.
I want to be taken care of.
I want to be spooned. You'd be a little spoon, huh?
Okay, yeah, maybe.
You'd be a little spoon.
Okay, what would your man be named?
Oh, we said
Kobe?
Demetrius. I don't know, dude.
Demetrius Tyrone.
James. Maybe Demetrius, and then I would be the one providing safety and security for this individual.
Would he be bigger? Would he be taller than you?
Doesn't matter, man. He
probably want to be smaller.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Maybe like 5'4".
Oh my god! So you could easily,
so I can just grab him, fuck the shit out of him, and throw him out, and then be like, "Where are your friends at?" Then get his friends, pick him up, wham, throw him out the fucking window. Next, who's next? Where's your boy at? Tyrone. Deuce. Blues.
Dog, you think I'm gay? Bro, you're not gay. You're a predator. You're
a beast. What are you talking about?
You're a fucking monster.
Fuck.
You're a monster, folks.
You know who I am? You know what I am?
What? Nobody.
Yes. Nobody. That might be an insider.
It's an inside joke between me and Joel.
We don't want to explain
it. If you do know that reference, let us know in the comments and we'll pin you.
Yes.
Yeah, nobody.
I'm nobody.
Yeah, that's a little Easter egg. Find out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when you find out, we'll shout you out.
Yeah. And I'm sure that once you do find out, you're gonna be like, I don't want them to shout me out anymore.
Yeah. It's
but yeah, June's a great month, and I'm happy that the community gets like a whole month to just celebrate and be who they are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because for many years, and I'm not even just saying like, oh, back in the 60s, back in the 50s. No, for the entirety of human civilization.
Yeah.
It's been something that causes nothing but danger and harm to those folks.
And listen, other parts of the world, it's very different too than it is in this country.
Oh yeah,
country ain't perfect, but hey man, it's a lot more accepting than other places.
Country ain't perfect, but you visit West Hollywood during Pride Month, and you're like, bro, this is what America's about.
This is America, man.
This is fucking America. Any like patriots should love that they have pride parades.
Yeah, man.
Because that's like, bro, it's a fucking free country, motherfucker, and you could celebrate anything that you want to do out in the fucking open, out in the streets of America. That's what fucking America's about, bitch.
You spitting, bro. Go to any of those bars in West Hollywood. Go to any of those gyms. Go to Go Gym in West Hollywood. Dude, you see so much ass and thighs and dick.
Yeah, bro. It's actually kind of overwhelming at first, man, but it's
yeah, because you're just trying to work out, and then that's probably like sometimes when I've been there, it's like just the nearest gym, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna be stuck in traffic. Let me go to Go Gym. There's a lot of big bulges. Is it real? Is it stuffing? Some of the times it seems a little too large.
I think you're analyzing a little bit too much on your part.
No, because they're just it's like hard not to stare. I'm just because I'm gonna, you know me, I'm an observant guy.
Because you're like what's your name, boss? And they're like, oh, Tyrone.
Yeah. And
you're like,
oh my Ty.
And all of a sudden you're like, BTJ.
BTJ, you're stupid.
BTJ.
Tyrone.
Yeah, I'm Tyrone. What's your name? And you're like, nobody.
Who are you?
Nobody. I'm nobody.
Can you back up?
Oh, come over here. Where your friends at? That's you. We caught you. We caught him.
I'll never be caught, man.
We'll wait, look. What? You'll never be caught?
I'll never be caught in being in that position, being that person.
Yeah.
Because I'm better than that, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to all the homies, the gay, lesbian, trans, anything.
Dude,
we love you all.
Bro, yeah. Love you guys. Hey, if you are out and you're proud of it, let us know in the comments. If you have family members or close friends or loved ones or even strangers that you admire from afar and they're part of the LGBTQ community, shout them out, bro. We'll pin you.
Yeah. And also, man, shout out to Grindr. One time I was going through a breakup with my coworkers.
Okay, let me put my mic down.
No. One time I was going through a breakup, and then my homies put me on Grindr. Within 10 minutes, I was getting so much ass and fucking dick pics. Made me feel a little bit better about myself. Maybe give me a little boost of confidence. Shout out to Grindr and everything that goes down in Grindr. Man, hit me up on Grindr and I'll pin you.
Pin you to the wall and not let you go. Don't hit him up on Grindr.
Whoa,
You're still on Grindr? Huh? You're still on Grindr?
What? I think my account's my account's there. It's not, hasn't been deleted, but no, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. That's a cool revelation, dude.
No,
you coming out in June.
No, I'm not coming out. I'm coming out with this information that I was on Grindr.
Yes,
but I'm not coming out.
So why did your friends put you on Grindr?
Because I was going through a breakup with the woman.
Okay, yeah. And which friend was it? Your gay friend?
It was a lesbian friend. Yes.
Oh, a lesbian friend put you on Grindr.
Yeah.
And she's like, I know, what'll fix you up.
Yeah.
And when you found this out, you were like, oh, don't put me on there. But I already got 3 messages.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Not you.
And you read through them?
It was a bunch of ass pics.
And did you respond back?
No. I was just kind of flattered. So I kind of put the phone away. But I was
just you just hearted them.
Yeah, just like, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. It was a lot of like, ass, and as a man, sometimes we don't get complimented enough.
Yeah,
from other men.
Yes,
You know, a brother to brother. If I say, hey, yo, Melvin, you looking fucking good right now. I'll never say that, but if I did, you'd be like, hey, yo, chill, right? Because you don't want to let your masculine, you don't want to let your fucking guard down, right? You're too masculine. Yeah. But if a gay guy approaches you and was like, damn, baby, you look good, you'll probably be like, ooh, stop it. You get all sweet and your fucking asshole will tighten and you get fucking a little, you know, you get start blushing a little bit. You start blushing a little bit.
That's what you think I would do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, if you're gonna let some guy slap, if you're daydreaming about a guy and then your daydream involves him fucking spooning you, slapping you on your tight little ass.
You said that.
Yeah, but you kept on going with it. He fucking slapped you in the ass and then, when's the kid? Can you finish up the kitchen tonight?
Jesus.
Hell yeah, slap you in the ass. Ooh, I'm gonna get him so good tonight. You're fucking gay, homie.
Bro, you were on Grindr.
That was.
That's way worse.
But not to be grinded
That's
on.
not even, because I'm imagining, I'm daydreaming. You're actually on apps.
Because I'm about action, homie. I'm just saying.
Oh my God. I wonder what did your lesbian friend put it as like your bio?
No, I know her.
And
She was smooth. She was like one of those.
Well, she's a part of the community.
But she was like one of the masculine ones, right?
Yeah.
So she was like the player, dude. She spit game all the time, man. Yeah. Sometimes she spit game. I was around her, we hang out. She spit game to the guys, and they're like, "Oh my God!" And then she was like, "No, I don't. I'm gay.
I'm just practicing."
Yeah. And then they'd be like, and then all the guys would be in love with her. And then the straight girls, she would flirt with hardcore, and they would like, next thing you know, in the middle of the night, we're drinking. They're like, hey, let me kiss you, and she'd be like, chill, stop. But then she ends up kissing them and shit. They all have boyfriends and shit. So she was a player. So I don't know what she said or put on my bio.
But you were in the right hands.
I was in the right hands because it's probably some nonsense, right? Because those dating apps are tough.
Yeah, that's what I'm realizing, man. I was talking to some single friends this weekend, and they're just like, bro, these dating apps have like sucked the life and joy out of dating and my love life. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, you guys should go out in the world. Yeah. And they were like, well, it's easy for you to say. And I was like, bro, yes, it is easy for me to say, but I'm telling you, like, I know motherfuckers that have no business being players and have no business, pulling the opposite sex that like are way higher numbers than they are. Yeah. But they do, because they just go out. Go out and they're fearless and they could talk to anyone.
I remember one time, on those apps, and listen, I understand when people say those apps are really a dangerous place to be, or they're just kind of nonsense, right? Because sometimes, one time I was on Tinder, and then I was just swiping through, and I saw this girl's bio, and she was like, I am this years old, I'm 30 years old, I'm not looking to fuck around, I'm waiting for the real shit, like, you better have a car, you better have your own apartment. And I was like, man, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you posting this shit? You know what I mean? Yeah. Why do you have these high expectations? Try to fucking app, dude. Try to app. And that's when I just deleted that shit. I was done.
Right after you got her number.
I didn't hit her up. Yeah. I didn't hit her up. And
hey, I have all those things.
Trust me. I sucked at making the first move on Tinder. Yeah. I just didn't know what to say. Yeah. I was like, you swiped? Because I swiped too. I didn't know what to say.
You were like swiping or swiping.
No.
From Dora the Explorer.
Well,
you're going to look like Diego. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I look like Dora a little bit.
You look like Boots.
No. Dora's an idiot.
No, you do look like Dora.
No, Dora looks stupid. She's like, where should I go?
Yeah,
where the hell's the hill?
And I'm fucking every 4-year-old in the world, over there.
She's like, this way? No, this way.
Or this way.
God.
And then she'd pause. This way. And you'd be like, thank you, Dora. Fuck.
All that stress she provided. And then why they gotta make her look like an idiot, man? Or make her into an idiot. She should be
smart. She had like a little pancita too.
Yeah. She was fucking overweight. She's like, what, 4? Or she's Mexican, right?
Yeah.
Why can't they make her fucking...
You know why they named her Dora?
Why?
Exploradora. That's pretty cool. That's a female explorer in Spanish. Cool. Exploradora.
That's pretty cool, actually.
And speaking about female empowerment and female explorers and trailblazers. Yeah. Shout out to your country, dog. Mexico.
Oh yeah.
Officially has the very first
Mexican
women. The very fucking first woman president of their democracy of the last 200 years, dog.
This is why I love going to Mexico.
She's Jewish too.
Is she? This is why I love my this is why I love my country, man.
Yeah.
My other country.
Yes.
I was born. I'm American first. Yes. But I'm Mexican, man. And listen, some of the parts of Mexico might be a little shady. Some parts you don't want to go to.
People forget how big Mexico is.
Yeah, it's huge.
Very huge.
There's some parts of Mexico that are very, very beautiful and rich and amazing. You know, where I used to go to, it's more like the rancho, right? It's kind of like not poverty anymore because they're doing a good job at kind of like, you know, making sure the streets are smooth. Back in the day in the rancho, you would drive on the streets and the streets are just rocks.
Yes.
So now they've done a good job of kind of like making sure the streets are smooth. And but that's where I go to. Other people go to Mexico City and these big old cities, and I'm just like, I don't.
I mean, her name is Claudia Scheinbaum. Okay, very Jewish. And you know, she's a scientist, and she cares about global warming and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you know, she's very intelligent and awesome. And I just Googled her name, and 9 hours ago, a woman mayor in Mexico was shot dead. The day after, it's not even funny. No, the day after, Mexico has like the first female president, a female mayor was shot dead. And,
that's terrible.
And it's awful. I didn't expect to see that when I Googled her name now.
The only reason I laughed because it was just
we're random.
You're like, it's beautiful. Okay, so a woman was killed. Okay.
Yes, and that. But look, that just goes to show how far we are still. You know what I mean? Like right now, like we're talking positivity about Pride Month and the first women president of Mexico, but we still got a long way to go, dog.
Yeah, man. We got a long way to go, bro. But listen, progress is progress, and hopefully, I don't know who murdered that Mexican mayor.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's not anything like
it's not sexist or
just hopefully. I mean, hopefully it didn't happen. Wish it didn't happen, but I don't know. Hopefully, it's not like a sign of a pattern of things to come.
Yeah.
But that's great. I love Mexico.
Dude,
Mexico.
yeah.
I haven't been in a while, man. That's my country. But I love America too, baby.
Yeah.
And you can love both.
Yeah.
I'm American first.
And we need a woman president badly in America. I feel.
I don't know what's going to help us out, man. I don't know what's Trump is apparently maybe going to jail for a extended amount of time. Who knows?
Yeah.
If he's actually going to go to jail. But
and you're MAGA country, huh?
Oh,
just kidding. No, we're not MAGA.
No, we're
anti.
Yeah, we're very anti country.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like with 34 counts. He was guilty on 34 counts?
Yeah, bro. You know, people always ask us, like, what are political parties? Bro, I feel like Joel and I are very anti-establishment. We're very anti the established order.
Yes. And also, listen, I try to pay attention. I try to listen. But sometimes I'm just like, what is this? I know there's a lot that I don't know about politics. But at certain points, I'm like, what is this gonna do for me? Like, how is this gonna actually affect me?
Yeah, you're very selfish.
Yeah,
very self-centered. Yeah.
No, I know some things. I'm not. It affects me, but I'm just saying, like, with these other issues, these world issues, I'm like, people want you to care about every single thing and be so passionate about every single thing. Yes. And I'm like, okay, yes, but then everybody's just angry and nothing's changing, and they're just angry. But I don't know.
And us people don't realize, like, when these politicians are running their campaigns and they're like, they can say all the right things, like, oh, I'm going to do this, global warming. Yeah. I'm going to do this for the poverty. I'm going to do this for the homeless. Yeah. And then they're only in office for 4 to 8 years. Yeah. And it's just like, you're not, bro, you can't do shit in that amount of time.
Yeah, especially with like the student debt. Like, we're going to abolish all student debt. We're going to pardon all student debt. And then he gets into office and he's like,
I tried, but they said no.
Yeah,
and it's just like, okay.
And then when Biden first got into office, before he got into office, he was like, hey, listen, COVID's been rough on everybody, man. We're gonna give $1,200 for every month for the next 6 or whatever months, right? We're gonna help we gotta get Americans back to work and in a better position. And then after he got in position, became president. He was like, oh shit, yeah, we're not gonna give you guys money. We're gonna give you guys like $600 maybe, but like, why would you think we're gonna give you $1,200? Even though like 2 months ago, 3 months prior, Kamala was like, hey man, we gotta help out the Americans. If you put us in office, we're gonna fucking give you this much money for this amount of time. And it's very small, but it's just like, man, I don't think they really care for people like me and you.
Yeah, I never got a stimulus check.
You never got a stimulus?
I never got a stim, you know.
Really? The OG one?
Mm-mm. I never got a stimulus check. But that's okay. I was happy that everyone else did.
You know what's funny? It is kind of disrespectful that they would only give $1,200 to everybody.
Yeah,
because it was a rough time for everybody.
Dude,
were in way more dire positions than I was. I was good. I was decent. You know, luckily, I was getting unemployment, right? Yeah. And then my parents were still working, which is kind of like I felt iffy about that because, you know, but they were older. But it's like there's people with that needed more help. For them to get one check of $1,200, I'm like, pfft. And some of them were like, "Oh, we can't get unemployment; it's too backed up." I was like, "Damn, dude, what a rough ass time for people."
It was difficult. When people forget there's 300 million people in America.
I know.
You give it 1,200 to 300 million people, bro. I can't even. That math is crazy. But look, man, all we can do is just be the change that we want to see in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all we can do. That's the best thing that we can do. And speaking of change, man, there's a you like Reddit? Reddit has like kind of like a divisive.
I like Reddit, yeah.
Bro, there's a story I was reading on Reddit that I thought was so fascinating. So this kid, he's like 17. He gets on Reddit and he's like, guys, I'm freaking out. I don't know what to do. I just realized that I have no social security number, no ID, no drive, because he tried to get his driver's license.
Yeah.
And obviously the DMV is like, okay, where's your ID? He's like, what? What is that? He's like, what's your social security number? He's like, I don't know. And he goes to his parents and he found out that his parents never took him, never gave him a birth certificate because he was born at home. So this food technically doesn't exist.
Oh, shit.
So he's freaking out. And he's just like, I'm starting to realize I can't get a job. I'm starting to realize I can't get a license. I'm starting to realize that my parents never took me to a hospital. You know what I mean? I'm now connecting the dots that my parents never took me to a clinic or anything. Like every time I was sick, they just had someone come over and help me.
He was like a prisoner almost.
Right? So he's just like, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I feel like my life is over. I feel like I'm fucked up. And every time I bring it up to my parents, they get upset that I'm even asking them. And I was like running through their closets and I found their stuff, but I couldn't find anything of mine. I only had like this one, just like a mini like child elementary school ID. And that's the only thing. And I'm staying at a friend's house and I don't know what to do. And I was just like, bro, that's insane, right? And people were very helpful. They were just like, dude, did you go to school? And he's like, yes, I went to, this was in Florida, obviously. Yeah. I went to, this, like the Tampa school district and whatever. And he's like, bro, immediately go to the school and ask for your records and they have to give them to you. And that way you'll have some form of proof of existence. And then someone else was like, bro, there's a strong possibility that your parents kidnapped you as a baby, or a young child, and that's why you don't have any information of who you are. Yeah. Do you look like your parents? And then he responded. He's like, no, yeah, I do look like my parents. I look very much so like my parents. But then again, that doesn't really, you know what I mean? Like, dude, just I can't even imagine being in that situation where like, bro, there's no proof of your existence. Like he could just die.
Yeah, I know. What would he even?
No one would bat an eye.
So how old is he?
He was 17.
He's 17. So was he trying to get a job?
Or yeah, he was trying to get a license.
Get a license.
Driver's license. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, what do you do in that situation,
bro? And he's like telling people like, all right, good idea. I'm gonna do it. But I'm just like, I'm like, man, like one, it sucks because you have no evidence of your existence, and it's gonna hamper the rest of your life.
But I think after that, step one, you got to go to your parents, right?
Yeah.
And be like, why do I not have this? Why don't I have any records of me being born, birth certificate? Why is I don't have a social security number? Why don't I have this? What, no ID? No light? Like, why is there nothing? No records of me?
I mean, there has to be a reason why they didn't do that. But then, like, I think I agree with the second theory of like, bro, you might have been kidnapped, dog. Yeah. Because there's stories like that all the time of like people finding out that their mother was they got kidnapped. Yeah. That's not really their mom.
Yeah.
Like, dude, there's stories like that all the time where like they do like throughout their life they have to get a license or get a job or whatever, and then they start discovering these holes and like these like things that just don't add up. And then they go to the police, and then they start researching, and they're like, oh, young girl abducted from a park in Nebraska hasn't been found for 21 years. Yeah. And then you're like, holy shit, I'm 21.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and then they show the picture of the parents crying on TV. It's like, dude, that looks like me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
yeah.
then you look at your mom, and then you look at your dad, and you're like, what the fuck? And then you start asking these questions like, how come, where's my birth certificate? Oh, I don't have it. And then you're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then you do the DNA test, and he's like, oh, this is not your parents. And then slow, bro, I can't even imagine going through something like that.
Dude, that'd be traumatic, bro. I'd run away.
Like, how would you feel? How would you feel? Like, what's your situation?
If my parent, it would be like, you remember Star Wars Episode 3? At the very end?
Yeah.
It's like, no.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, Darth Vader.
I'd be like that, and I'm like, dude, why? Well, tell me why.
And then like you stand on the door, and they're like, Mio, and then you just go,
stupid.
You turn on your lightsaber.
What's the water? What's the matter, Joel? Da-na-na.
And then it's me. It's just like trying to stop you, and you're like, "You're with them." And I'm like, "Bro, I'm not your parent. I met you in real life. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't kidnap you.
I can see you betraying me like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You're actually like 65, but you're still saying you kidnapped me for my parents and shit.
Yeah.
And you just never aged.
Yeah, kind of like Obi-Wan.
Yeah. No, he's spitting. But I'd be traumatized, man. I'd be like, who are my parents?
Yeah.
Who am I?
But wouldn't you? But it would be so conflicting because this is like.
But it depends. Like with this guy, were his parents, people that raised him, were they good parents, or were they great? Or I heard of a story where this girl got locked in her home for like 17 years, and she was basically held hostage with her sisters, and her parents kind of kept her from the outside world and only fed her sometimes. Yada yada.
Chained her up.
Yeah, chained her up. So it's like a story like that where it's like they were never allowed to leave the house ever, and if they did, they would get in trouble, or they would be malnourished and they didn't take shower. It was terrible, right? Yeah. So I wonder if this situation, like, were they good parents? Basically, were they still, was he allowed to have friends? Was he allowed to go outside?
I think like from what he said in the responses, that his parents seem a little loopy. Yeah, a little loopy. So I don't know, man. I'd rather. Dude, if I was in this situation, I'd rather find out that I was kidnapped than just find out that my parents never registered me.
Yeah,
on American soil.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And there's like, and then there was someone else was saying like, oh yeah, I work for social services, and you have no idea how many Americans are born on American soil, but they legally can't prove it because their parents neglected doing that.
Wow,
you know what I mean. And it's just like it just screws your whole life because like you could just get deported, or you could just
where do you get deported to?
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm like do they just track your ancestry? I don't fucking know.
I always feel like the test they do is like, can you speak English?
Oh, they just take you to Baldwin Park.
Oh my God, this could be here. Like, what do you do? What do they port you to? If you're like me,
yes.
And then I go and I'm like, I don't have a record. Who am I?
Yeah.
I don't know who I am. I have no records, no birth certificate, no social security. And they're like, we're going to deport you, buddy.
They'll take you to Nigeria.
No, they take me to the Amazon, dude.
Oh, yeah. Brazil.
To Brazil.
Yeah.
Where would they fucking take me? Where would they deport me?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I speak English, buddy. I talk like an American.
Yeah.
This is my country.
Yeah.
I said, they have to believe me, right?
Dude, I don't know.
Right?
I don't know.
Right?
But that's the thing. You're vulnerable. You would be vulnerable, and you would be at the mercy of others. Because like you'd be like, bro, I literally grew up in Florida. I'm an American. It's just like, okay, where's your ID?
Nah, for me, they would be like, hey, pinche, Mexican. Look, you look Mexican. Get out of here. Go back to fucking Mexico. And shit, dude.
Hey, they just have a female president, right? Yeah, go back.
And then I have to cross the border.
Dude.
But then I feel like I can just pass through it. I'd be able to come back into the country easily. Because I'd be like, yeah, I don't have my passport or anything, but I speak English. I'm good. Like, okay.
But I don't think they're that lax, though. I don't think they're that lax.
I don't know. I don't know me either. I don't remember the last time I crossed the border, but I feel like actually no, because I want to have any identification, right?
Yeah,
I don't have an ID or anything, so they would just have to go off my word.
Yeah, like, I don't have your ID, and then they could be like, okay, what's your social security number? And I'll have it memorized, and we'll just type it in the system, and then if you'll pop up and So just let us know that. And you'll be like, 69, 420.
No, 800-885. Is your social security's boobs?
Like, and the officer's like, bro, that's fucking sick.
Get in here.
Yeah, you American, dog. USA.
Yeah, but I feel like, dude, that's stupid, man. Yeah, that's really
silly.
fucking stupid.
But it's such a gnarly thing. You would be upset if your parents kidnapped me? Kidnapped you?
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. Bro, if they kidnap me, wait, okay, if my parents kidnap me,
Yeah.
I'll be like, who's my mother?
Yeah.
Who's my father? An orangutan? A chimpanzee? Am I Caesar's son? Am I Koba's son? Who am I?
You'd be a Rocka son.
What the hell's that?
Rocka, the
Rock. It's a good movie.
Yeah, shout out Planet of the Apes movie. Highly recommend. It's really good.
Yeah, Kingdom with the Planet of the Apes. I knew this one is fucking sick with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I'd be troubled, man. And I feel like my parents wouldn't want to tell me. They're like, "Oh, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
You weren't kidnapped. No. I am your mother." And I'll be like, "Mom,
Yeah.
Mom, tell me the truth." No, I have to get back to work. And I'm like, "You're retired. You don't have a job." And then she just wouldn't want to tell me. And then my dad would be like, "Oh, no, I have to go back to trabajar." I'm like, "Dad, you don't have to work. You're retired. Tell me the truth. Tell me, who am I? Who am I?"
Me, it's difficult to say. Difficult.
You can speak English now.
Yeah, I can just. Yeah, we're not even Mexican.
What are we?
Oh, me and your mom we're American. You how do you say we were thrown away? And we picked you up. We saved your life. But they would try to gaslight you.
Yeah, and I would forget that you even speak English.
Yeah. They'd be like, what? And then your legs would stop working.
And I would just be like, and like you walk out of the room, I come back, I'm like in a wheelchair with like a computer. I'm like Stephen Hawking. And shit.
Yeah.
Estoy americano o estoy mexicano, right?
Quiero una torta.
Me hace ceviche con pescado. Por favor.
Oh my God, it'd be so scary.
Okay, what you do? If your mom was like, yo, cuz, we kidnap you, cuz.
Oh man, that would be so scary because, well, you know, adopted kids have to go through that, right?
Yeah.
And people who adults who adopt children, they have to go through that, and sometimes it bothers them when their adopted child wants to meet their biological parents.
I know.
And it sucks, and like the child has to be like, no, guys, you're my mom and dad. My curiosity, I just need to know to quench my thirst of where I come from.
Yeah.
And that I can't even imagine having to go through
such
that.
a unique situation to be involved
That's
in.
what I'm saying.
That's so wild
That's
to
what
me.
I'm saying.
To like love your parents and be grateful for them. And then when you're 18, they have to sit you down and be like, we're not your parent. We're not your biological parents. That would fucking turn your life upside down.
I know.
And then maybe you go, you're like, who? They probably wouldn't want to tell you. And after a while, maybe you keep digging, and then they have to just tell you, is this person, they gave you up. What do you mean they gave me up? They just didn't want you. We didn't want to tell you, we want to protect you. And then you go and you try to find them and meet them. And then maybe they're living somewhere. Or maybe, what would be painful? If you find where they live, and then you're stalking them, and they have a family.
They have a whole ass fucking family. Ooh. They have a whole family. That would be, because it'd be one thing. It'd be like, well, sweetheart, your mom is a drug addict. Or,
that's exactly what I was thinking.
They're homeless, and the city gave us to you, or gave you to us, and, or my sweetheart, your mother was 15 at the time.
Yeah.
Like, she was not ready to be a mother, and she made the best choice for her and her family. But you fucking meet them, and they have like a family of 4 living in a big old house.
Oh,
God, what does that do to your psyche, fool?
Dude, I'll get out of the car and fucking run up to them.
Really?
Brandon!
You're like, it's me!
It's me! And the kid's like, who is he, Dad? It's me!
And then your dad is looking at you, and he's like, son? He's like, yes.
Yes.
And then your dad just goes, with the lightsaber. Yes. Yeah. And then you two,
if you're not with me, you're my enemy. Yeah. Only my son will say something that stupid.
Like, Joel, you're fucking gay.
Oh, from my point of view, you are gay. Well, then you are lost. That's why I gave you up.
There's lava. All of a sudden, there's lava.
And then his real kids, his kids that he had, just melt.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
And my job here is done.
Well, let me say this. Let me ask you this. What would you do if you're having a great dinner with your family and this random man comes up to you and he's just like, Joel? And you're like, yeah?
I'm like,
and he's like, you're my brother.
I'm like, not right now, dude. I'm with my family. Like,
Hey, bro, come on.
just,
no
are
pictures.
you subscribed? Are you
No, you was like, yeah. So, subscribe to SoulPrimos, not Isimo, SoulPrimos.
Yeah, Comment down below if you want me to talk to you.
Do you want a picture? Or what do you want to do, man?
That's what I would say.
That's what you would say, yeah.
That's what I would say.
And then what if he's like, your mom and dad, like they were my parents. They gave me up for adoption a long time ago.
And I'll be like, you guys? And then this is not the parents he's talking about, right?
Yeah.
And what did I know that I'm adopted at this point? I'd be like, what are you talking about, dog? These are my parents right here.
No. You're the blood of the parents.
Oh.
You're the blood child.
Yeah.
And then your other blood brother before you that was born before
my
you.
parents are with me right now.
Yes.
Gave this guy up.
Gave that guy.
Oh.
Up. How would you feel?
What are you talking about? Mom? Dad? Is this true?
Yeah.
It's true?
Yes.
What's your name?
Renee.
Renee Vodka.
Yeah.
What's up?
Renee Vodka? And then you're just like,
dude, okay, what would you do? What would you do if you're having dinner with your fucking family, right? Having a beautiful dinner, and then fucking I come in there, bro.
well, it's happened.
What?
To me, it's happened where like I had this grown man message me on Facebook when I was in high school, and he was just like, "Are you Melvin? Are your siblings so and so and so and so?" I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Dude, I'm your I might be your brother," and I was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah. And then I look at him and I'm like, "Well, he kind of looks like me, I guess." I don't know. And I told my siblings and then my parents, and they're like. And my mom was like, well, you know, when your father first came to America, he had a nephew.
Yeah.
But a lot of people thought that it might have been his son. Yeah. But it was his brother's son. Yeah. So the wife was basically his stepsister.
Yeah.
Or no. Right?
No, the wife of the brother. So yeah, it's a sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law. Stepsister sounds like a porn.
Sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law. That's his sister-in-law, right? Yeah. But everyone thought that he fucking it was my dad's son, and then because my dad he got around back in the day, and so did the mother, and so did the father, and the father ended up dying. He got murdered, so basically my dad took him in and kind of raised him as the son. Yeah. But so for a couple of days, I was like, bro, I have a fucking brother. I have a brother. And then my dad talked to me. He was like, hey, mijo, like, I'm not your dad, fool. Your dad passed away. I'm your uncle. And he's like, what? How come? Why'd you leave me? And he's like, motherfucker, I didn't leave. Your mom took you to Mexico. Yeah. And you guys just moved there without letting me know. Yeah. And family drama of like older Latino generations and stuff like that. But it happened to me, and I was just like, I was excited. I was happy to have like another brother. Yeah. I was happy to have another person in my family because I didn't have, at the time I knew I had cousins and stuff like that, and I still don't, or like extended family. But I was just happy to have like another person in the family. And then after a couple of weeks, they just stopped talking again. And I was like, should I reach out? And my family was like, nah. And I was just like, all right.
That's a fucking sad ass story. I thought you were gonna say like he lives with you now.
No. You thought I was gonna be like, wait, you're my brother? Yeah.
I was hoping he was that would have been a little happier story than what you just said.
Yeah. Latinos is just like I don't know. It's just, but I feel like it's not only Latinos. It's like every ethnicity family is just difficult sometimes.
Oh yeah,
especially extended family.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't live in the same city or same state or same fucking country.
Yeah.
It's just difficult.
Yeah, especially fucking, you're come from another country and they're like, oh, look at this Americano. They think you're American because you're trying to build a life out here and you only stay out here because you left that land because it was very poor and terrible. And if you don't want to come back, they think you're too good. They think that you think you're too good to go back and visit them, even though it's like, no, this place is terrible. Like they have so much trauma. This person died over here. This person, my mom got abused. She was hit over here. Yada yada. Alcoholic father. Why would I want to go back? Why would I want to go back there? You know what I mean? For those memories, for that trauma. And then sometimes like there's issues of that. There's so many issues. There's so much problems. I grew up thinking my family was fucked up, and then I thought I had like the most fucked up family, until like I listened to other people, and their family situations, and I was like, oh no, we're all kind of fucked up. We're all kind of like have some issues. Everybody's got issues.
Everybody, yeah.
Everybody's
And like
issues.
I have friends of all ethnicities. Not to brag or whatever, but stupid. But I have friends of all ethnicities, and everyone has issues.
Yeah.
White families, black families, Asian families, and it's just like.
You know what I do feel bad though when white friends complain about their families. I feel like everybody's like, yeah, but you're white.
Yeah, because like we're talking about the story I just said. You have your stories and stuff like that. Obviously, our black friends have like very traumatic stories. Asian friends, but most of our white friends are like, yeah, my uncle, he's just so judgmental. He's just like, oh my God, I don't want to see my aunts and uncle at Thanksgiving this year. Why? They're abusive or what?
Yeah.
No, they're just racist. And I'm like,
that's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, not racist to you.
I know. What the hell are you talking about? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, my Theo fucking was beat to death. He got shot, murdered. Yeah. Your Theo just... shows up late.
Your Theo just posts MAGA Trump shit on Facebook, bro.
I know, that's not. He wears a MAGA hat. Hey, who cares, man? That's not that big of a deal, man. I mean, it is a big of a deal.
Yeah, it kind of is. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things,
I know, but it's like no one's getting hurt, abused, beat, fucking physical, verbal abuse.
Yes, assaulted.
What is going on here? But that does make me feel bad sometimes. Yeah. Which I know everybody doesn't like white people.
Well, we didn't say that.
No, I'm saying like when people don't like to listen to their troubles.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because it's always like, well, you're white, you're privileged. You don't go through. And sometimes I have some white friends that the parents are alcoholics and they're very abusive verbally, and they weren't good parents. They weren't there because they were addicted to drugs. But for some reason, when you're white, it just feels like it doesn't hit as hard. Is that crazy to say?
Yeah, it's like, it's not it's like everyone thinks white privilege doesn't exist, and that's false. It does exist. Yeah. And it's just like people get into these big debates and arguments, and I'm like, bro, it just boils down to one sentence. Like, literally, it's very, very simple. Being white and having white privilege doesn't mean your life lacked obstacles and hardships. It doesn't mean you didn't have to go through bullshit. It just means your skin color was never the reason why you had to go through bullshit. Yeah. That's white privilege. Yeah. It's not a free pass of having a glorious life. It's just your skin color was never the reason for any of your hardships, bro. Yeah. But we don't like to talk about politics.
No, it's true, man. It's true.
Yeah.
But like I said, I feel bad, but we all go through some shit, and maybe the white people don't get taken it seriously. And
we got a lot of white cousins out there, man. Oh, yeah, we love you guys very dearly. Yeah, our white primos, bro.
Yeah, white friends. If you got trauma, share it in the
comments.
Let us know.
We'll pin you.
Yeah, we'll pin you. We'll share in the comments, man.
Yeah.
I love trauma bonding. Okay.
You do, yeah.
I love trauma.
I think we trauma bonded. I feel like our relationship went to the next level. Our friendship went to the next level when we trauma bonded.
Yeah. Yes. Were we drinking a lot?
Yes.
Were
we going through it?
Yes.
Are we both brown?
Yes. There's a certain we have a similar experience.
Yes.
Growing up, and very similar, and a lot of people. That's the beauty about trauma. That's the positive about trauma.
Yes.
I don't want to grow up. I don't want to have an easy life. Yeah. I want the strength to endure a tough one. Bitch. Someone said that.
That's why I feel like, bro. It's like I'll never like. I feel like that's why we have the respect for each other, because this is like, bro, we know where we both came from. We know that we were not privileged growing up.
Yeah.
We know that we did not have it easy at all.
Yeah.
And yet we still came out and we're just nice guys.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what SoulPrimos is about, baby.
Yes. And also something I've been seeing recently is like, I think some people like to, everybody has struggles growing up and traumas, but I've seen it, some people like come from another country. Sometimes they downplay the struggles that maybe Americans, first generations might have because it's not as intense. Well, it depends also on any individual person.
Yeah.
Maybe you come from like another country and the government's corrupt, everything's terrible, there's drugs, there's cartels, whatever. You come to this and someone's complaining about like their life to you. For some people just see that as like, these aren't real problems. Like try putting yourself in my position, coming from this country, yada, 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 right? And then that's true, but also I just don't like when people like to bring up the traumas and kind of compare and contrast.
Yes,
mine's worse than yours.
Yes,
yours.
That's very bad. And the older generation, they do this a lot.
Yeah.
Where it's just like when the younger generation talks about building a better world, and they go to protests and Black Lives Matter and these protests for when these people. When bad things happen because of the system, older folks are always like, it's just like, bro, dude, we had it way worse.
Yeah.
Bro, it's cool now.
Yeah.
Like it's okay now. And it's just like, no, it's not okay. We still have work to do. When back in 2020, when the major riots were happening for George Floyd, I had an older Latino gentleman talk to me and he was like, bro, look, that sucks, but man, look, back in my country, cops would just shoot motherfuckers for fun.
Yeah.
All right, people should be glad that they don't have to go through that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, yeah, that's why your country's a third world country.
Yeah.
That's why you fled. Yeah. That's why you came to America.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah.
But what's happening here in America is also bad.
Yeah.
Just because it's worse somewhere else doesn't mean that we shouldn't take action.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like if you got shot and you're like, oh my God, I got shot. And then I go, well, I got shot 10 times. So
yeah.
So I don't know why you're crying, bro.
Yeah.
This is way better than why are we getting shot?
Yeah.
Why are we getting shot to begin with? We should be working together to find a solution to get rid of these guns and bullets, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why are you comparing this to that, fool?
Yeah.
All of it is bad.
Yeah.
Yes, other people had it worse, but it's all bad, fool.
Yeah.
We should be working together, bro. And I hate that. It's very close-minded.
Yeah.
And, I just want to shake these people sometimes. And I'm like, bro, it's so simple. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why? Oh, my God. But, that's just difficult, man.
Well, listen, man, on the flip side, sometimes I think if you bring up some people do have it way worse than me and way worse than a lot of people, right? And I think when people bring those their experiences up, not in a way to put other people's struggles down, but maybe just to bring it up and talk about what they went through. I think it's good to listen to other people who have had it a lot worse. And like I said, they're not trying to put you down, but like to give you a perspective. Because I think some people that talk about the traumas and the troubles a lot is like, for me, that's kind of like a sign where like maybe it wasn't really that rough. Yeah. It wasn't really that tough because like I think we all go through shit and then we don't like to talk about it unless it's like a specific moment where you feel comfortable, you're with someone you trust, and then you want to talk about it. But like but if you're constantly bringing it up, I just feel like stuff that really hurts you, you're not completely open to talking about it every single day at all moments. Yes. I think it's in very particular moments you actually want to share those. So I think it's good to hear other people's struggles and acknowledge that some people have had it worse. That doesn't put your stuff down. It just means that be grateful and then be happy that you don't have to go where they go through, and be grateful for what you have. I'm like, other people had it way worse than me. That's why I'm never like, oh, my parents are this, my parents are that. Oh God, growing up so unfair. I'm like, yeah, shit wasn't perfect, but goddamn, I love them, and I'm grateful for the life that I had because I wouldn't want it any other way. And people have it a lot worse. So for me to complain about anything, it just seems it would scream very ungrateful and unappreciative for the life.
Yeah,
that I was given.
it's just perspective.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And like, and you're right. Like that is the flip side of the coin. And bro, like literally a couple of weeks ago, I was with a group of friends, and then there were strangers and we were kind of like intermingling and, you know, kind of like being in a circle and just like vibing and you know, kind of like it was a party where red Solo cups and this one white girl, apparently she's like big on social media about like mental health and stuff like that. And she kept throwing these topics very loosely, like, well, you know, the problem, so my depression doesn't allow me to do this and this and that.
Oh.
Or, you know, my anxiety kind of overwhelms me at times. And we're just like, okay, you know, it's fine. She's expressing herself. But she would just interject into every conversation and just immediately make it about her.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, like, we get it. Like, this is your brand.
Yeah.
You know, this is your brand. And then she's like talking about her hardships. And I'm realizing, like, well, that's not even that bad. Like, I've had it way worse. And there's a friend of mine that was there. And I'm like, you know, I know for a fact she's been SA'd before.
Yeah.
She's not fucking making everything about her, dog.
Yeah.
This shit is minuscule compared to what half this circle's gone through.
Yeah.
Half my homies have gone through. And I just kept being like, come on, guys, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You know, I kept just like, and obviously my friends are polite. They're not just going to be like, shut up and walk away. But I was just kind of steering us this way.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this motherfucking girl won't shut the fuck up. Dog.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. It's tough. It's
No,
tough.
that's exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
Because like you said, I know people have had it worse, and you know when they've talked about like the shit that they go through the parents and like being SA'd and like the parents overdosing and being on drugs and on this and this and that, having to catch them like they're foaming on the mouth because they're just fucking overdosing. It's terrible, terrible, terrible. But they're in the group of people. I feel like they're never the ones to like make it about themselves first of all, or openly just share everything, or just bring up their hardships because like it's tough and they don't feel comfortable if it's really that painful and traumatic.
It's difficult.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah,
you're not just gonna be at a party and just be like, yeah, the thing about my trauma, my anxiety, it stems from me being this and this by my parents and my uncle. Nobody that actually went through real trauma is that open.
Yes, and it's like it comes off a little disingenuous.
Yeah,
it comes off a little like I don't know. It just comes off like. It just comes like, are you lying, bitch?
Yeah,
are you fucking lying just so you could seem more interesting because you've never gone through anything in your life?
And also, it's hard to critique because when someone's like, with my depression, you can't be like, bitch, do you really have depression? You can't be like, bitch, you really depressed? You really got real anxiety, diagnosed?
Well, I've been around real depressed people. They don't talk about. They don't even think they're depressed. They just think they're sad. They're in such a deep hole. Yeah. That they're not going to be at a party going, well, my depression sometimes stops me from talking to new people. I know. It's just like, no, your real depression stops you from being alive, fool. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? So it's tricky to maneuver because you can't really say what you feel. I know. But also, like, if someone's being disingenuous and you're getting bad vibes, you got to trust your gut. Yeah. You got to trust your gut. And I was just like, Frankly, I didn't think it was healthy for my friends to be around her. And I didn't think it was healthy for me to be around her because I'm like, bro, you can tell this person is just like spends her days all on social media and she thinks that's what real life is. Yeah. So I'm just like, let's get the fuck away from this fucking girl as soon as possible. Yeah.
Yeah. The moments I've shared stuff with people that I would kind of always keep to myself, I've always been like
I always regret it.
Yeah, and also it's always been like right before a moment where I'm thinking like, I can't believe I'm about to say this. You know what I mean? Like it's like maybe we've talking about some deep shit, we're saying some real shit, maybe a little bit of drinking, but I'm always like, fuck, I can't believe I'm gonna open up. I can't believe I'm about to say it, and then I say it, and I'm always like, oh fuck, I feel naked. I feel like
I always feel instant regret. I always feel like I say it, and it feels good letting it out, but then for the following week, I'm just like, why the fuck did I fucking say that? Yeah. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? And maybe that I don't think that's healthy either. Yeah. I don't think that's healthy either, but dog, like that's just, I think that's a normal reaction. Yeah. And if you're just being out there like, you know, so when you're having anxiety, like it's just, it prevents me from like going on dates and stuff like that. Yeah. And I'm like, bro, if you're around a real anxious person, dog, they're going to be shivering. Yeah. They're going to be throwing up. They're going pale because it's just like their body is so tense. Yeah. And they're just.
If you're really that anxious, but you're speaking in a group of like 7 people and shit, you're making it about you.
Yes, yes. And I would understand if it was just once or twice, bro. Dog, like 9 times in a row, we'd be talking about something, and she would just, interject and just absolutely obliterate the conversation.
Yeah, I know people with social anxiety, and they do not want to be the spotlight.
Yeah,
in a
they probably won't even be there.
Yeah, especially exactly. Step one, they probably won't even be there. Step two, they don't want to be the center of attention in a group of 8 people. And let's say if somehow the conversation gets through to them, they're like, it's almost like they have trouble breathing sometimes.
Yeah.
They're just like, they kind of like got to find their words. It can be very like, it's overwhelming because everybody's like looking at them, not in a way where like, what's wrong with you? Just like we're focused on you.
Yeah. And like, she was like, everyone follow me, right?
Oh.
And one of my friends was actually followed her. I was like, let me see her fucking page, dog. Pretty good following. And I'm just like, and I'm like looking through her posts, and it's loud, right? It's music, so I can't hear it. But I look at the comments, and it's just all love. People saying like, thanks for sharing this. It means a lot. Wow, I'm so glad I actually heard this on social media. I'm bookmarking this immediately.
Yeah.
Wow, this is the first time I heard anyone speak about like this. It makes me feel so uncomfortable. And I was like, well, everyone has their own lane.
Yeah.
She's good at promoting that online, not at all in real life, but maybe someone who's really good in real life, they're not good online.
Yeah.
And it's just like, everyone, there's something for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
And I'm lit. This entire time I'm lit. So like I'm like in the corner just being like, there's something for everyone. I'm like having these like revelations, and I'm like, maybe there's something for everyone.
I have imagine. I'm gonna start saying that, dude.
There's something for everyone, man.
I meant like the thing about my depression, my anxiety. The thing about my anxiety.
So as a depressed, like I'm speaking on me. My depression is like
the thing about my podcast. I'm gonna start saying that. The thing about my I have a podcast. You subscribe, comment down below. I'm gonna start saying that.
Dog, it's like fucking, I have asthma. I don't even bring it up.
Yeah.
It only gets brought up like when I'm trying to do a joke.
Yeah.
Or that someone sees me puff through my inhaler.
Yeah, man. Like,
but I'm not gonna be like, so my asthma. Like, look, when I'm having sex, it's just like, no, dude.
Yeah, like, I got a big ass. I'm not bringing it up. What?
You're saying I would say that? No, man, please go.
Dude, what's wrong with you, man?
I'm sorry.
Besides a lot and everything. But yeah, man, I think. Damn, today was very emotional.
It's been a good app.
Oh, we're supposed to talk about like apes,
Michael Jackson. Michael Jordan.
We're supposed to talk about Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, and this went like in a completely different route. Because sometimes life goes like that. You have a plan for life, and then life is what happening. Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. Boom. John Lennon said that.
We're supposed to talk about him too.
No, we're supposed to talk about him. But it's true. Sometimes you got a plan for life, and life just does this thing, and then you're in a different course, and then like this podcast.
Absolutely.
I almost glad we didn't talk about Michael Jordan. We wouldn't have talked about this.
Yeah.
This is some real shit.
This is natural.
And this shit is real.
This is organic. We're strictly organic.
Yes. Dora likes to explore the outside. We like to explore this. Exploradora en tu corazón. Ooh, did I just spit?
That's the bar, the end
episode. Okay, guys, well, comment down below, subscribe. We're trying to reach 1,000 followers.
Subscribers.
1,000 subscribers by the end of the fucking year, or even before
before summer's over.
Before summer's over, yes. And we want to do a barbecue once we hit 1,000 subscribers, so we can hang out with y'all. We can vibe out. I'm Joel Romero. Anything else, Melvin?
That's it, man. Carne asada at the end of summer to celebrate 1,000 subscribers. Help us get there. And bye.
Bye.